Welcome to Business Ethics. I'm Tom, and I'll be your instructor for the semester. Um, to, this is just a short welcome video to say hi, say a few things about the course, okay? It won't be very long in general. I try to keep my lecture videos to like 10, 20 minutes, prevent me from droning on and on and on. So a few things about this. This is an online course. It is asynchronous, as they say. There are no live elements to this course. Now, that being said, you are welcome to reach out to me and set up a Zoom meeting anytime you want to. And if you do have questions about the course, about the content, if something doesn't make sense or whatnot, feel free to reach out. I'm pretty responsive, especially like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Okay. Now, I'm sure lots of you have taken an online course, but I do want to say a few things about taking an online course and this course in particular. When you take an online course, it's a lot of flexibility, but it does put a lot more work on the student. That's just kind of the nature of the beast. So it is really imperative that you watch the videos and click on D2L and log in and look around at the modules. It's imperative that you read the syllabus, that you read the instructions for the assignments, and are well aware of the due dates and all that kind of stuff, right? I can't reach out of the computer screen and talk to you, right? Whereas in an in-person class, I can make announcements and everyone's there and stuff like that. So, and the other thing is it's really important to read my feedback on your assignments, on discussion forums and all that kind of stuff, right? So I really ask you all to make an effort to try to stay on top of that stuff and really make the effort to make sure that you're reading my feedback and tuning into what's going on in the course, right? Now, the general breakdown of this course is that there are no exams. There are 3 short papers, and by short, I mean about 3-page papers, okay? They're short on purpose because we are dealing with philosophy, and that is a tough subject, and there's lots of abstract concepts. It's really easy to go off on a tangent. So I want it to be clear, concise, short, to the point, right? We do have weekly assignments, or in this case, it'll be probably 2 assignments per week. Not exactly. This is a 10-week summer course. So basically, a number of the weeks are doubled up, but not all of them, right? And when I say doubled up, I mean we cover 2 modules, right? Some weeks we will do 1, but about half the weeks we do 2 modules. We will cover 15 modules like a regular class, but we cram it into 10 weeks, okay? So there'll be weekly assignments, the active reading assignments, and there will be a discussion forum for every module. So every module will have probably a lecture video, a reading, my notes on that reading, a discussion forum, and the active reading assignment. Okay. Now, the textbook for this course is a free online textbook. I think it's just called Business Ethics. There is a link to it in the first module before you get into module 1, right? Is a module that says syllabus and course info. That's going to have pretty much everything you need as far as like basics for the course. It's going to have the syllabus, it's going to have the textbook, and it's going to have instructions for the active reading assignments, or what I call ARAs for short. And it also has an example ARA for you to go on, right? As far as feedback, when it comes to discussion forums, I usually don't post to the discussion forum. What I do is I review over it and then I post an announcement. That way everyone can see it, right? And then it kind of pops up. It doesn't get buried in the discussion, right? The weekly ARAs, I do give feedback on those. And usually, if I say great or this looks good, I mean that, you're doing fine. It's a first go on the reading. Um, if you are off track, if you're not hitting all the specs of the assignment, that kind of stuff, I will definitely say something about that, right? And this is again why it's important to read the feedback, right? Because if you do say 6 or 7 ARAs and you've been doing them wrong the whole time, you never read my feedback, then that can be a problem. I also try to give feedback within a week. Okay, so I'm pretty timely about the feedback, grading things. So make sure you're checking in on that. And I definitely give feedback on the papers as well, right? And that's a little bit more detailed. And I will kind of say, this looks good, this could use improvement, you need to change your writing like this or whatnot. And the last thing I will say is that there is an extra credit option for this course. And that extra credit option is to revise one of your papers. Actually, you can do 2 of them, right? You can revise the first and second paper, but not the third, because that's like the final paper. So if you want to do that, there's not a lot of explicit instructions, because you have to meet with me, right, on Zoom or on the phone. Sometimes in certain cases, we can do it via email, but you need to check with me about your plans for revisions. It doesn't have to be super detailed. We can just have a quick chat about what feedback I gave you and what things you want to change. It's about making it manageable for you, and making sure that you're moving in the right direction, right? And you can earn up to 3 points back on each of those papers, right? Or 3 points in addition, right? It doesn't matter what grade you got on that paper. If you got an A, you can still get the 3 extra credit points. If you got an F, you can still get the 3 extra credit points, doesn't matter. So I encourage you to take advantage of that. Welcome, you'll be seeing a lot of me in these videos, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.